It's like,
I have a question.
It doesn't matter what Marvel
I have a question
movie
about
is.
Black Widow, so we
Go
need
ahead.
to start this. Okay, so my question is this, how is this movie going to take place? Is it taking place before she dies? Or
Yes.
how
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a
doing-
it's a prequel.
prequel.
It is a prequel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like that. That's kind of stupid.
That's all he has to
Really,
say.
though?
Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.
If you have any comments or suggestions, hit us up at worshipandtributenerd@gmail.com. This week on the show, we talk about the latest movies and TV shows we've been getting into.
Worship and tribute, nerd.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, aka Rickshaw, and this is Worship and Tribute Nerd, the show where metal dudes nerd out to shows and movies and stuff, like we're gonna do
Right
today.
Right now.
Yes, we're gonna be talking about the shows we've been jamming,
Watching.
watching.
We jam music. We don't jam shows.
Sometimes I jam shows, to be
I'll jam a
honest.
show.
Jam some movies, jam some shows.
I'll bang a show, but I won't
Whoa.
Bang
jam
it
a
out.
show.
Whoa.
You know, I just sat there and banged it
I'll
out.
bang a
One
show.
sitting.
I'll bang a show.
Banging out some shows.
Ted Lasso, bang Ted Lasso.
Damn, that's a
out.
good one. Yeah.
Dude,
Dang,
new one's
dude.
coming out July 23rd.
I know, I'm
baby.
so
That's
excited.
tight.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
a
Ted
good
Oh,
show.
yeah,
Lasso.
Ted Lasso too.
Dude, Ted
You
Lasso.
know,
I've fondled some movies in my day.
You fondled a couple?
Fondled some movies.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
kinda
right.
You know what?
dabbled.
Hey, let's,
boogered a
let's
few
start
up.
with Ted Lasso, but everybody introduce yourselves.
I'm Buzz.
I'm on.
They already know me.
I'm Rabbit.
They see my ugly face all the time.
We're all
wearing my
wearing the
shirt.
same clothes we've worn in life.
Not me.
But-
No,
Yeah.
it's totally different
I
days.
just own 3 of these shirts.
But yo, listen
Hold
to
on,
this.
I gotta-
Jabe, our buddy Jabe, used to mention, you need to watch this show, you need to jam this album, you need to do this, And there are points in time with Jabe's track record where he'll throw something.
If you're
like
going to give
maybe,
him credit for Ted Lasso, it's me.
Well, he was the one that was kept writing me about
Yeah,
it. He's
'cause
like, "Hey,
I
you gonna
read
watch
him-
it?
I just
Hey, you need to
fucking
watch
destroyed
it."
him about it.
I went to his house one night. We're getting drunk. We're having shots
I
and
remember
beers.
that. Is that the
He's
night
like,
y'all wrestled?
He's like, "Hey,
Is this the night y'all wrestled?
I'm gonna put on Ted Lasso." Yeah, it was the night we wrestled. Okay. But anyways, he's like, "I'm gonna put on Ted Lasso. Nobody's gonna pay attention, Jabe, because we're all drinking." No, I'm putting it on right now. So it got to be a little annoying. But then whenever I got home, I did subscribe to the Apple TV, and it was amazing.
Dude, it's,
Yeah, it's great.
That show's amazing. I even wrote
Worth it.
Hey, I even wrote "Believe" on my bathroom mirror, and Jenna was like, "Why does it say that?" And I was like, "Because if you're gonna believe, you have to visualize it every day, and then you will believe, and then you could achieve your goals."
What are your goals?
football is live.
Football is life.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
You know what I mean?
now that you got Apple TV, you should watch Servant.
Um,
Did you tell me about
is
Servant? Or did I?
Servant's the one about the baby, right?
Yeah,
Serpent?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god!
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, yeah.
Shyamalan.
Really?
I watched
I do
most
see
of the
that.
first
Yeah,
season.
it's really
and
good.
it's super dark.
Yeah.
Super
See who
dark.
took this photo?
Like dark, creepy shit.
M. Night Shyamalan.
But yeah, but
I don't get the reference, but I like it.
Dude, come on. I love you, man.
When he's in Lou Ferrigno's house.
yeah.
Oh, no. When
But
he's,
yeah.
When he's showing his profile pic. You know who took this picture?
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I recognize your face. Of course you do, buddy. You pissed on me.
Anyway, go on. What is Servant?
Servant is a show about this family that they hint at some tragic thing that happened, and they hire a new servant to watch a baby, but then the baby is a doll.
She's like an au pair. She's like an au pair.
Dude, I
like
saw
a-
Yeah.
the previews for
a
that
nanny.
and was terrified
Yeah,
for like 2
yeah, I
or 3
know
weeks.
this.
So
Oh,
I don't
dude.
fuck
But
with
it gets really weird
I
and
don't.
like
No.
Yeah,
I
it's
made
awesome.
I made
I
it to
watch
the
that.
reveal
Yeah,
of
yeah.
what happened, and me and Jenna were watching it together. But that's what kind of like demotivated me, is because I got ahead of her, and then she wasn't around to like keep watching. And then after the reveal, I was like kind of sickened by it. so I was like, I'm gonna watch something happy for a little while.
Yeah. That. No, it looked way too intense for me. I can't handle stuff. I'm a pussy. I can't handle stuff.
I'm kind of with
It's
you on
weird.
that, man. I
I'm a
don't.
pussy. I don't do.
Honestly,
serious
it's
stuff.
not. It's
I like
only
all the dark
creepy,
shit.
but most of it is like
Is
just normal
I can't
drama.
handle. See, I don't like
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of creepy shit like
Yeah.
that. Not for me.
What
you
else?
ever seen a vagina by itself?
What else you got going on
Not
over
for
there?
me.
I sent you my list. Remember
What
that
I got?
Too? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there's a show on Amazon and so it's called Too Old to Die Young. It's by Nicholas Winding Refn, who did like Drive
Okay, yeah,
right.
I like that movie.
and Neon Demon and all those movies. It's really slow paced, but if you like that style, if you like his style, it's a really, really fun watch.
Right.
Well, not fun. It's dark and
Yeah.
but that's fun for
It
me.
sounds
So,
cool. Yeah.
so I liked it.
I hate my life. So
we
it
really,
sounds
you know,
cool.
like right now we're just talking about shows, but let's talk about your big one. Let's talk about the big one that Rabbit of all people has been waiting for over
years.
a year.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Over
Oh.
what, two?
Not TV shows?
When's the last one that came out? The last Fast and Furious.
Oh,
movie.
Fate?
this
The
is
Fate?
Before 9.
The
Oh,
Fate
dude.
was like
Yeah.
2018 or 19, I think.
So you've had to wait that many years
Yeah.
for the new one.
We had
They
Hobbs and
pushed it back.
Shaw. I mean,
We're talking
I
about
look like
F9.
cats.
We're talking about F9. We're talking about Fast and the Furious.
And
We're talking about
spoiler alert on all of this. Because,
Spoiler alert: Paul Walker doesn't come back.
Or
oh
does
no,
he?
Paul Walker's
you
still
haven't- you
alive
obviously
within
haven't
the
seen
franchise.
the movie, yes, because they keep him alive in the movie.
Yeah, he's still alive.
So he's like
They
Jesus.
do go to space.
Yes, they
Fuck
do.
yes.
I need to watch this movie.
And
man.
also-
I respect it.
Yeah.
There's no
they
judgment
do.
here.
They do fly and land on cars and jump off of cars
Dude,
and
Rabbit's
use
got
cars.
a boner right now. Look at him
Dude.
right now. I just
Oh.
heard it hit the bottom of the
I have
table.
the-
Just
No, Rabbit has taught me to forget about the ridiculousness so I can enjoy it. And it
No,
works.
you enjoy the ridiculousness. That's the
Right.
whole point.
But
You realize
but
that it's
John
the most
Cena's in it,
ridiculous
though,
thing
right?
you've ever seen on film.
is John Cena in it?
Yeah,
Yes.
John Cena.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
That
honestly,
dude
John
sucks
Cena
dick.
in the movie, I
He
could
was
have
in
just
a movie
done
with
without
Amy
it.
Schumer,
he was
which
just a
means
little.
I don't respect
he was a little
him.
too serious.
I could have
you know what
honestly
I mean?
just done without John Cena.
Right.
But the rest of the movie, I loved it.
Well,
I'm stoked to see it. I just
yeah.
don't go to movie theaters.
There's just
so
a few
I-
things I have to say about Fast and the Furious, though.
Let's hear it.
As a whole
as
or
a
the
whole,
movie?
As a whole,
Okay.
no one
Here we go.
will ever
Here we go.
die and stay
No, they're
dead.
invincible. That was
Yeah,
the whole joke. That was the best
literally-
part of F9. That was the
literally,
whole joke,
yes.
that they're invincible.
Yeah.
He's like, I kind of think.
He goes,
You can't kill family,
was
dog.
it Tej said that?
No,
said
no,
that,
no,
or
it's,
was it?
That Tokyo Drift
I don't know
dude
his
probably
name.
said
I
it
can't
'cause he's
remember
been
his
killed
name
like
now.
The
13
model,
times.
the model dude.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
his name in the? What's his?
Tay
Tyrese?
Diggs.
It's Roman, but I can't remember his
Tyrese.
name
Yeah,
in
Roman.
real life.
Tyrese. Yeah, yeah.
Tyrese, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
he
guys.
drops a joke in that movie, and
saying
he's
that
like,
Death
he
Race.
goes, man. You ever think about how all the stuff we've done,
I love it 'cause-
and we always walk out of it without a scratch? I'm starting to think we're invincible, dude. And
Yeah,
like that's
it.
like the joke
Like,
of the movie.
They're calling themselves out for
Yeah.
being so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love it. It's meta as
And yeah,
Do they race in that movie though?
Yeah, they
a
gotta at least
race
race
in
once.
Fast and the Furious.
Bro.
You're crazy, dude.
bro.
You don't
They
even
race
make
a satellite.
They race.
They race a
Fuck
jet
Christ.
plane.
A
They
fucking
race.
Oh, yeah.
satellite.
And
There's
then-
so many races.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so many races you
No,
don't know.
respect,
And
Rabbit,
honestly,
respect.
I got like three quarters of the way through the movie and forgot that all on top of all this ridiculousness, we still get to get an explanation on why Han is f***ing alive.
Yeah.
So,
Do we get one?
Which
Yes.
is basically the
Yes.
same explanation as why Letty's still alive. But
Right.
I let that slide.
Except-
He got thrown from
It's
the
like
car.
the exact same
Except,
story.
and
plot
like
line.
I said, spoiler heavy
It's like,
on this.
oh, she was in the car
No.
when it blew up? No, she wasn't.
They were like, no, you looked real dead. And they were like, well, Mr. Nobody has his ways of making me look real dead. And that was it. It was like some sort of holographic projection
All right,
or
hold
something.
on.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on.
Yeah.
One more important question: Is that dude from Sling Blade?
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah.
All
I
the
didn't know
dudes
that.
from Tokyo
Yep.
Drift are
No,
in it.
even
Even
Romeo.
Lil Bow
Yeah,
Wow.
Lil
dog.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Lil
That's
Bow
what I
Wow.
meant.
That's what I
He's
Come
like
on,
not
man.
so Lil Bow Wow anymore.
Oh yeah,
but-
he kind of like Tubby Bow Wow.
Really?
Oh, dude, don't. Come on.
No, he's just not
My
little.
stomach's on the table right now. I used to
Okay,
be Lil
Tubby
Fuzz.
was the wrong.
Now I'm-
Yeah, Tubby's the wrong word. You know, it was like grown up man. Bow Wow.
He was funny that one time.
Yeah, but yeah, like
yeah.
you were saying, and then by the end of the movie, when they had brought back every person that's ever died in a Fast and Furious movie, there's one empty
Except-
seat at the table, and they're like,
He's on his way.
No, they go, it looks crazy without someone here, and they're like, well, he's on his way, and then a blue car pulls up,
You feel that
and then
fucking
it ends.
Nissan Skyline
But it's
pulls
not
up
him though. He's
into
dead.
the park. We know. Yes, we know.
Not in fictional world.
Well, that's
But in
that's
the franchise,
false advertising.
in the franchise, he's not dead. He's
no,
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
and it's just a tribute. It's just a nice kiss of like cherry on top.
right.
That's what it
Cherry
is.
on top
It's a
of
little
dead
cherry on top
body.
of the greatest action franchise to ever exist.
I can't
Name a
argue
bigger
that.
one.
I can't argue
MCU.
that.
Oh, and okay, let's talk about this.
Action.
They are going to do. Okay, first of all, Fast and Furious has been
here we
going for
go.
20 years. MCU has only been going for 10.
Right.
So,
Rabbit,
Yeah.
put your boner down.
but they are.
He's like,
just went 6 to midnight.
actually, Fuzz, can you please shut the fuck up because I have more information.
This is my
just went
one
from 6 to
well.
midnight.
This is my one well actually moment. They're going to do for Fast 10. They're going to do like a Endgame style 2 movies.
so Thanos.
So they're gonna die.
Thanos is going to be there.
They're going to fight Thanos.
Who's playing
In
Iron
alternate
Man?
reality.
Who's playing Iron Man?
They're actually in the multiverse. Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
is
You
part of the
almost
multiverse.
had. Hey,
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
You almost had me.
He's like, you almost had my Infinity Stone. You never had your Infinity Stone.
Oh, dear
No,
God.
but that's like a legit thing. They're gonna do like a 2-movie
Ending.
finale.
I'm
See,
here for
I
that.
read
I'm
they're
here for
doing a
that.
10 as the finisher. But
Yeah, but it's gonna be 2 parts.
two-parter.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's going to be 10-1 and 10-2.
exactly.
But yeah, okay. Moving on from that was
Down
that
boy.
was probably
Down
the
boy.
headliner of
Got that
the
out.
Boosa.
Got
Been
it out.
sitting on that for a month now.
Okay, so on top of
I
that,
love your love for Fast and Furious. I
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
love your Fast and Furious love.
he has a lot of enthusiasm whenever he gets into the.
Everything else is just like, yo,
The only,
whatever.
by the way, the only other time I've heard him this enthused recently is I have another podcast I started about working in the service industry called The Bitching Hour,
Oh hell yeah.
and he went off about
fuck
things
yeah, no.
that you should not do with your cook and your order, and like he went off. I
wanna listen
My
to
buddy
that.
Mitch was like,
I wanna listen
"Damn,
to that
dude, he
too.
was passionate."
I live that shit every day of my life.
Just because I want to do it.
I
Yeah.
live
I want to make sure I don't do it.
I want to
know.
go. I want to go to Rabbit's restaurant and do it.
I go to his restaurant quite a bit. I want to don't do any of that shit.
Bring it on. I'm just kidding. I would never.
Don't
do
come
it.
to my restaurant with a soy allergy. I'll kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, for real. Who's gonna go eat sushi?
I work in an Asian restaurant. Don't come here with a soy
Whoa,
allergy. mother-
with racism, dude.
Anyway,
Jesus.
that's a different podcast.
yeah. But check that out if you get a chance.
Yeah, check out the
Fast
bitch
and
hour.
Furious.
It's fun.
Fast and the Furious. Fast and
Hey,
Furious.
so what do you guys got? What have you been jamming lately? I know you're always on a marathon for something.
Oh well, yes. I mean, I am.
'Cause-
I rewatched Ted Lasso, and I'm gonna
Okay.
watch it again.
I've been
but,
doing a pretty long one. So.
Which one?
Oh,
Friends.
that's what she said.
Oh man, gross! Get out of
Friends
here.
is great.
I'm gone. I quit.
Friends. You know what else is great? Taking your dick out and slamming it in that front door right there.
Why
That's
would
what
you
I
watch
would rather do.
Friends? Of
I've
all
done
the
it before,
shows.
and it's not that bad.
Dude, Friends is like okay.
I
all
get smashed.
Let's get okay.
Friends
we're
is
gonna get, we're
I
gonna
will
get
one defensive thing, and you could shit on
Okay,
it.
here we go.
I will say Friends is like '90s How I Met Your Mother or '90s New Girl.
Okay, see, first off, I agree with you, but both of those shows are way better than Friends. Second off,
Okay, I'll agree with that though.
second off,
It's because they're standing on the shoulders of giants.
of what, Friends.
Well, yeah, well, they found out how
Trash.
much French sucked, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do that, but better.
See, How I Met Your Mother is cheesy and so terrible. I understand why people like Friends because it's the same thing. Friends, some Friends episodes are actually hilarious.
Oh yeah,
However,
I had my
just,
doubts
I just
at-
have questions
at
about
first.
Friends. A, how do they afford apartments on their low-income jobs?
They're all rich.
No, they're not.
except for Joey.
How's
And,
Joey?
he's
Joey,
the actor.
Joey got like
Yeah,
two
Joey's
jobs.
Joey is an actor.
Joey got like 2 jobs the whole
Wait, how do you know?
Are we going to deep dive into Friends right now?
I am. These are my
I
questions.
don't know. I
These are
guess.
my questions. Look, I'm allowed to ask these questions.
Yes. Whatever,
Mike.
All right. For second off, Jennifer Aniston, waitress at a coffee shop. You really think she can
Okay.
afford to live in Manhattan
that's
on a
be-
coffee
That's
shop?
because all those apartments are 1-bedroom apartments. You've only seen 1 bedroom in each of those apartments.
There's 2, but there's 2 doors in the back.
3 doors down, you know.
That's
they
a
gotta-
bathroom, dog.
So they have 3 people
Somebody's
living
sleeping in the
one
tub.
Didn't Chandler fall asleep in the tub, like taking baths and
Oh,
shit?
yeah.
That was a funny episode. I've seen most of the episodes.
I've seen
I've seen
There
a
are
lot
a
of
lot of-
Friends.
and
too.
and I don't like it, but I just can't. Ross rubs me. I guess it's the name.
No, I totally
I guess
get
it's
you.
the name.
But I will say this.
But
I will
Ross
say
rubs me the wrong way. I'm
I-
pretty sure he's
I
just
get
the
annoyed.
dumbest human in
I
the
get
world.
annoyed with Ross a lot. But one of the funniest moments to me was Ross sees, because you could see, he gets the apartment across the way where you could see into each other's apartments, and he sees Chandler hooking up with his sister.
That episode
and he
is funny.
runs over there. This is my favorite part I've seen. And he goes and he barges in, and they're all in there, and he's like, my best friend and my sister are gonna do it. I'm pissed. And they're like, we love each other. And he's like, my best friend and my sister. Oh my God. And then he's like, why didn't you guys tell me to Joey and Rachel? And they're like, well, we were just worried about your feelings. And he was like, you were worried about my feelings. And I was like losing it over that part, dude. But yeah.
I will say the saving grace of that show is
that's
one
fair.
man.
What?
His name is Paul Rudd.
Paul, I'm on the part where he's in it.
Have you seen the one where they sit in the apartment? Him and Ross sit in the apartment, and they don't
And
have
they try
anything
to-
to talk
they try to
about.
talk
Yeah, they
about
try
things, and he's
he's
just
like,
like-
"Oh, this is good beer," and he's like, "It's a lager." Okay,
And he's like, what makes it a lager? Let's look that up. And that's like
dude,
all
it's
they
so
do the whole
terrible.
time.
I only know that episode. I watched it at my dad's the other day.
I don't think
But I've seen it
that
a
one.
thousand.
I haven't
I've
seen
seen so many of those episodes. I just don't like the show, and I love shitting on it because so many people love it.
I'm with you
so
on that.
many people love it, dude.
You know this
Jen-
guy's watched it. Look at his corny ass face.
Man,
Dude, he watches The Bachelor for Christ's sake.
Fuck
He
yeah,
watches
I watch The
Friends.
Bachelor. Yes, I do.
I do,
Every season.
I do
We're gonna
have
get into your
one
guilty
show.
pleasure?
I have
What is
one
it?
show on that
Dude,
on my list that is
there's
terrible.
no shame. I just hate
And it's because
Bachelor.
Jenna made me watch it.
Bachelor's
Oh, yeah,
the shit.
blame her.
Was it like Love
Jesus.
Island? I want to watch Love
No.
Island. I haven't seen it.
Allie makes me watch
Is
it.
it good?
It's so terribly
I need to
stupid,
watch
but
it.
yeah, I enjoy it.
So Jenna made me watch Married at First Sight.
Gross.
And it was
That show,
honestly
it's so awkward.
it is awkward and it's terrible and it's like the most disgusting thing to like have a TV show where they're like, you're gonna meet this person and marry them and then maybe you could make it at the end and then you know what I mean, like, and it's just terrible, but it's like what the world is nowadays.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
I just
like,
don't understand. Okay,
you know,
with these types
terrible.
of shows, what I don't understand is like, no offense, Jenna, I love you, but like women obsess over these shows because like it's romantic or whatever. I don't get it. Like,
okay.
that's not how actual romance happens in real life. You don't fall in love with somebody on a f***ing TV show
Well, if
because
it
you're
pays
locked
enough.
in a building with each
Now
other.
let me say my point.
That's not how that shit actually works.
Mike,
Like,
thanks.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
like, do you know it's trash? Do you know it's trash?
No, it's trash.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's dramatic.
Okay.
Cool.
So here I am.
So it's your Fast and
Yeah,
Furious.
yeah.
So here I am. Okay.
Oh no, it's like her. Yeah.
All right, I'm in now. I'm
Now
down.
here's my point.
I get it.
So the show, The Bachelor, right?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of women fighting over one guy, correct?
Yes.
In the real world, and women go ape shit over that show.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the real
Yeah.
world, if a guy
It's the exact
is
opposite.
dating more than one woman, women freak the out and call him a piece of shit.
That's true.
But yet they come in their fucking pants over that trash show.
I'm going to explain that right now. This is what my wife told me. Whenever she told me this, I opened my eyes. I'm like, holy shit, you're right. I'm watching this now. Do you watch football?
Every day.
You have your favorite player. You hope they do well, you know?
Something like that.
Yeah, well, same thing. You
So-
go there and you
so,
watch all these girls like,
so-
oh, I like that girl. That girl's a bitch. Oh, that girl's cool. Oh, she's got kids. Oh my God, it's so cute. And then you go through and you just see them all get destroyed. All of them. It's amazing. You're like,
like if they were like legitimately
so cool.
if they were legitimately getting destroyed by like a dodgeball to the face or something, that'd be cool as
happens sometimes.
And my favorite
Brazzers.
football player.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that kind of
Excuse
destroyed.
me. Can I interfere?
Oh,
Can I
sorry.
interrupt? Can I have him for a minute?
Was it? Oh man.
Brazzers. Man,
Excuse me. Can I borrow him for a minute? Okay.
Dude, those SNL skits are good, dude.
all right. Anyway, I
But
get
yeah.
I
If y'all
get-
don't SNL, I don't with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, SNL. I watch that pretty.
Yeah,
that's like
I'm
the
a
show.
fan of SNL.
I watch a lot.
it's hard for me to watch.
I love it, man.
All right.
But I also just don't watch anything but like the same like 12 things over and over again, and my wife
I'm
hates
with
me
you.
for it.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
It's called
But
anxiety, bro.
We
Just
will.
deal
Okay,
with it.
so let's get into the other main event of this.
All right,
Is
what is
probably is like anything Marvel. So,
Oh, all
so
of it.
the
I watch
shows,
all
all
that
the
shit.
So,
shows
of
that have
course,
been
WandaVision. I
Yeah.
think we
WandaVision
discussed
was
that
tight.
maybe
Yeah.
once or twice, but
Yeah.
I thought WandaVision was dope. I'm
Yep.
upset that they're not doing anything
WandaVision
else
was
after
tight.
those
I
episodes.
mean, we're gonna have to see because WandaVision is the focus of Doctor Strange and
True,
Yeah.
but
Moving
and
forward.
see, I feel like they spoilers.
Spider-Man.
Spoilers,
I feel
all
like
of
they
it.
set it up at the end with her studying like Doctor Strange did.
Yeah.
I feel like they set it up, but I was just bummed because the show itself is so good that I was
know. I
really
didn't want it
upset
to
that they
end.
don't. Give me another season or something.
That's what they want you to think. They're like,
True.
George Costanza, he's like, leave him wanting more.
Yeah, but
That's what they did.
They
They let you
also
want
have
more.
like a lot of focus on.
The other shows.
Other stuff.
Yeah.
You have to think of it as a comic book too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're
like
just
if
doing,
the
like,
two
one-offs.
characters are lined up at the end of like all these movies we see coming out, then there might be another one. If they're not lined up, then we probably won't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so, you know.
What else? What else?
Can't always have a
How are we
spin-off.
feeling about Loki? How's
I
everybody?
love Loki.
well,
Loki's my favorite one so
Yeah,
far.
Loki is my favorite one. Falcon and Winter Soldier was really
I
good.
Can't watch any.
Falcon and Winter Soldier was just straight action
Yeah.
show. Though.
Yeah, it was
action
like
buddy.
Yeah,
buddy
it was
comedy.
good. It
Yeah.
wasn't my favorite, but I mean,
Right.
it's better than a lot of other shows out there.
I-
So
I-
Honestly,
Friends. Watched it.
honestly, I think WandaVision's still my favorite.
WandaVision is.
I
haven't
like.
finished
I
Loki
honestly
yet.
like Loki the best because it's gonna have such effect on the rest of the
Yeah.
continuity. You know what I mean? So with like all the weird TVA time travel.
who do you think the big bad is?
So I have
Yo
a couple
Mama?
of theories.
I've read a couple. I've read a few
Yeah.
things on that.
I have two theories on who the big bad is. If you've seen all of the episodes, the very last one is 6. So next week
It was season finale.
is the finale.
We're gonna find
Yeah,
out
I
next
didn't- I
week.
didn't watch yesterday's episode.
Yeah, and so pretty much all we have moving forward is the big bad. So it's going to be revealed right away, or they could us more because shows do that. Anyways, I have two theories. Kang the Conqueror,
That's what I think.
which there's several things that link to it. Plus,
The
he's like
number
a
in the
time
last
travel
episode,
guy.
The number they reference it in the issue that he's in.
Right.
If I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
Ravonna Renslayer is like A23, and Avengers 23 is when Kang the Conqueror shows up.
That's
Ravonna
what I
Renslayer is a love interest of Kang the Conqueror, and so she's the judge in the show of the TVA or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Then also in the last episode that aired, there is a villain that they show called Ihatethescene, and Ihatethescene is someone who's linked to King the Conqueror. King the Conqueror is a big time travel villain who wants things ran his way when it comes to time and space and everything.
It makes sense.
So yes, that might be him. We haven't officially gotten any word on who it is yet, but the guy who was cast as King the Conqueror, they officially announced him as an actor playing that character way before Quantumania was ever announced, and they said he's going to premiere in that. But the thing about that is, when they announced who was playing King the Conqueror, they were filming Loki. So maybe.
But they asked him, and he said,
Was
"No,
that
I'm not
Christian
in
Bale
it."
or was that somebody else?
No, it's Jonathan Majors, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also, there's another thing. What if we get to the big bad and it's another Loki? A superior Loki? Because we haven't gotten any explanation on why Sylvie just got scooped up out of her reality.
I have a theory.
So if a superior Loki is the one running the TVA, then he could be like, let's kill all Lokis because that's the only person I could think of that's going to find their way to me. You know what I mean? So
This is what I think that Sylvie got snatched up. Whenever she's there playing with the Valkyrie and everything, she was being a good person. She wanted to save people. And they're like, oh, no. Loki can't be saving. He's a bad guy. Come on with us.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think. I could be way wrong.
That makes sense. Juan.
But that's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking.
wouldn't they have just what do they call it? They
Well, they take him to the judge first.
deleted
they
her.
take her to the judge
Wouldn't they
first,
just
yeah.
deleted her?
Well, they got to
No.
take him to the judge first, and they were going to, but then
No,
she
some of
split.
those dudes they just them with those sticks and they're gone.
Well, what they
Okay,
did with
so-
Loki is took him in and then
Yeah.
dropped the charge. So, you know what I mean? So that's the way they explained it with her, too. They took her, then dropped the charge.
I guess.
They took her, then she split.
Yeah, she took
then
off.
she split.
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah,
she
yeah.
got-
Ravonna let
before
her
she made
go.
it to the
She
judge.
didn't get judged.
Yeah.
She bailed out
Yeah.
as a
But
the little girl.
I have questions, but I'm not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
don't know.
have
Yeah.
so much other stuff to talk
Right,
about,
we
honestly.
still have other
Yeah,
stuff.
we got a lot of stuff.
Have you guys watched any of Wayne on Prime?
I have
I've seen all of
heard-
Wayne.
Huh.
Really?
It's so good. We
that-
watched it over at the house, and I've
Yeah.
watched most of the episodes. It is good.
Is that Batman stuff or like
No.
Bruce Wayne?
No,
What's
no,
Wayne?
no.
It's just a show.
It's
on
it's made by
Prime.
the same people that made the Deadpool movies. It's
Okay.
just a one-off show.
I'll check it out.
No,
No,
Never
it's
heard of
actually
it.
really good. Jabe, of course, made me watch it over at the house.
Well,
one
I told
Sunday.
Jabe about it, and I think my brother told me about it first. Is how it kind of went down the line.
Yeah, it was really good
But,
though.
yeah.
I was very surprised
badass.
by it.
Okay, so another movie that was just out of left field. Jenna was like, hey, there's this movie that just came out. I want to go see it. We didn't have anything going on, so I was like, okay. She tells me just like off the top of her head, it's about this chick who like accidentally got mixed up with some like sex trafficking or, something like that. She explained it very subtly, and whenever I got there, it turned out to be one of the most kick-ass movies I've ever seen about a girl that meets like this super hood white chick, and they realize that they both dance. So she's like, yeah, I'll call you next time I go dancing. Calls her the next day and is like, we're going to Florida and we're going to make like thousands of dollars dancing at this strip club. And she ends up going, and then some guy goes with them who's like taking care of the hood white girl.
You mean a pimp?
Yes. And then after they make mediocre money stripping, he's like, we're going to go and do the real stuff. And like all this crazy shit happens. And like the whole movie is...
Sounds depressing.
The whole movie is based off of like this girl tweeting her whole weekend. And it actually happened like some years ago, like in 2016. So...
What's it called?
It's called Zola.
Zola?
And some of the dialogue is like directly from her tweets, to where it's like, y'all want to know how me and this bitch fell out? It's a long story, but it's full of suspense and shit like that. There's one part where she repeats it several times. They started having sex on the bed. I'm like, ugh. And it's so funny though.
Audrey saw it, and
That sounds awesome.
my wife saw it, and she invited me to go. Like I saw the preview, I'm like, I don't want to see that shit. That sounds stupid.
Dude, it was amazing.
And then she like comes back, she's like, it was so good. And I see reviews, I'm like, man, I'm a dumbass.
So did she come or what?
Yeah. Damn it, man. Some things you just don't say in public.
Spoiler alert, God.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Jeez.
That was good. It was really good.
What
else you got,
It
Rabbit?
sounds depressing.
It was amazing, honestly. There's even a point where the girl that's hooking, her boyfriend went with and was like, you said you weren't going to hook anymore. If you do it again, I'll kill myself.
Did he kill himself?
Obviously.
But did he kill
But
himself?
spoiler alert, he did jump off a balcony and got injured.
Well, if he didn't kill himself, I don't want to watch it.
I'm not here for that.
What else you got, Rabbit?
Okay, the only other action franchise that is greater than Fast and Furious, in my opinion, is James Bond. And we're finally getting 25
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna see that.
in, I think, October.
We're getting a new Matrix. We're
And-
getting a new John Wick.
Anna de Armas is going to be in it. She's like one of the most sexiest women on the planet. I cannot wait. James Bond is
I
my
don't
shit.
care about
It's
any
the
of
last.
James Bond movies.
Oh my god! At
No, I
least,
suck.
at least watch the Daniel Craig ones.
I
They're
have.
so good.
I just don't care for him.
Casino Royale is like one of the
just- I
greatest.
Casino
just-
Royale is solid. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen
Dude,
most of them.
he's got
man.
beautiful eyes. Let's be real. He's got
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh yeah,
eyes.
gorgeous.
But that's all I got. That's all I got for him.
But
Is
yeah,
that a
I mean,
picture of your
there's
dick?
some more things. Like my week goes like, Rick and Morty on Sunday, which Rick and Morty has been pretty tight.
Oh, the new ones are out?
Yeah,
I haven't been watching them.
The first one was really good with Mr. Nimbus, a total ripoff of Namor.
That's cool.
And he like comes in, and then Jerry's like, "You're afraid of this guy, Rick? I've seen you literally fuck planets, and you're afraid of him?" And they're like, "Well, you don't know, Jerry. He controls the police." And then they like call. He's like, "No, I'm calling the police." And then the police come, and he goes, "Dance, police!" And they start dancing, and he's like, "Fuck!" And then they all start fucking each other, and then he's like, "Flee!" And they all leave, and he's like, "What was that all about?" And he's like, "I told you, Jerry. He controls the police." God, what an idiot!
Jerry is low-key my
Yeah.
favorite character. In
Yeah.
that whole
Oh, and
show.
then Wednesday is Loki. Oh, and then Thursday's Dave.
Ugh.
Dave.
I can't get in the show. I
Me
tried.
either.
All right, I get it, but I get that
I've
it could
tried.
be. It's really awkward. It's really awkward. But one of the newer
I really
episodes.
love the first season, but these last few episodes and the second season, I just
Okay,
haven't really. Been
I want you to watch the episode that's about him and Benny. They're
Yeah.
chilling. They're trying to write songs, and then it ends up just like them cuddling. And then he's like, "Do you think that do you think that Drake ever does this with his producer, like cuddles in the bed?" And then he's like, "Oh, I heard you have that dick thing. Can I see your dick?" And he's like, you're looking at his dick. He pulls his pants down. And he's like, "It's not so bad. I'd be proud of that dick." And then it shows them naked in the pool, and they're like playing games. And then Like it gets so weird to where he's like,
Mike sent me the clip.
dude,
He's like,
it
"You
was
gotta watch
so
They're always
hilarious.
weird.
I
You
could
gotta watch
They're
not.
little. So Maddie Matheson and Benny Blanco had
Yeah.
a YouTube channel for
That's
a
what I
while.
watched.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Eat Out America.
Yeah,
They have a new
It was
show.
pretty funny.
It's like Delicious or some shit like that. No,
But
that's-
they
that's
had
another
one
guy.
episode where what's his face
Lil
was on there.
Dicky.
Lil Dicky was on there.
yeah.
I
And so it
remember
was
that one.
them three
And then
just
Maddie,
being really weird.
Maddie
and fun.
Maddie got jealous
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, I don't know how to be best friends like you guys are.
Yeah.
But yeah, even in that episode,
love
like
Maddie Matheson so much.
there's a part where he like he's cooking some ground chuck and he calls him Chuck, and he goes, "Did you just call me Chuck?" And he goes, "I think I did, Chuck." And so the rest of the episode, he like goes to put bubble gum in his butt. And he's like, "Chuck, hurry up and put that gum in my butt, Chuck." And he's like, "The gas is coming, Chuck." And he's like, "I got it, Chuck." and then they forget about it, and it's all stuck in his butt.
so weird.
And he goes,
that's what I'm
"The
saying.
the gum's still in my butt, Chuck." Dude, it was amazing.
You were
Sorry.
making me not want to watch this show at
Yeah.
all.
Well, then they're Gata and his friend comes over and he starts going like, "You can't act like this around my black friends. They don't get the gay shit." And he's like, "We're not gay. We're just best friends."
Right.
I don't know how true that is.
But yeah, it was funny. Should check it out.
No, I'm not going to. Thanks, though.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Honorable mention for somebody talked me into watching the Beau Burnham special, and it was amazing.
I saw part of it.
Tight.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I
that's good
watched
stuff.
10 minutes of it and was like, yep.
I saw the song about the internet. That was pretty dope.
Did you see the white girl Instagram song?
No, because I watched 10 minutes of
I
it.
didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
I watched-
or the
You could just
sex
watch that
thing.
as a clip.
I love
by
his.
itself.
See, I loved his
The
stand up.
sexting
That's why I was stoked
too.
about it. I
Yeah.
love his stand up, and I was like, all right, tight. This will be good. 10 minutes in, I was like, man, me. Why did I even turn this on?
I thought it
couldn't
was
get into it.
impressive.
Yeah.
because he filmed it all
Do we need?
himself too.
We don't need to
know.
talk about that. What you think is impressive? We've talked about that on here.
Fuzz.
Just because you like it, you think
No.
everybody else should like it too, and that's just
Totally.
stupid.
And I know that you're the guy that's the hater, and that's what you brought
not-
it up
but
last time.
but
you
I'm
said,
not a hater.
That
you
is
said
the dynamic
You
of this
said
group.
you
I'm not a
literally
hater.
said, "I'm here.
I just like good
to
stuff."
break it up." You go, "I'm here to break it up. I need to be the anti-opinion." And I was like, you know what, Fuzz, you're goddamn right.
there were a couple of times you wouldn't let me be it because they were your friends,
Let it be. Let
so
it
I couldn't be mean. Dude, don't sing the Beatles. That makes it even worse.
He's gonna flip this table,
That's
bro.
what that's
It's,
from you. Dude.
I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything mean. I was gonna
But yeah, I
make
think
a
we've
joke
been-
about
we've
John
been going
Lennon,
for a
but you
while
know
now.
he's.
I know
got
it didn't
shot.
seem that long. This one like flew by.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this is fun. I could talk about bad shows all day.
Friends was great.
We didn't even bring up Parks and Rec.
Parks, dude.
I watched the
we
shit
don't
out of
need to
that.
have that conversation.
I watched
Mike
that
and I
all the time.
had a conversation about
I thought we were
that.
talking about new shit.
Yeah. Oh, I watched Mr. Nobody. That actually just came out on.
I have not even heard
Nobody?
of it.
Yeah, Nobody.
I don't
With,
watch a lot of
uh,
TV.
All right,
I don't watch a lot of
we
new
need to talk
TV.
about this real quick
Yeah.
because
What is it about? Go.
all right,
Last subject.
I was stoked for this movie because it was the dudes that wrote John Wick, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was supposed to be like the new badass kick-ass movie, and I rented it when it dropped down to $5 because I wasn't paying $20. For
What
that shit.
movie?
Nobody.
Oh.
With
Oh wait, you didn't like it.
it was. I'd not say I didn't like it.
Uh-huh.
I just think it was overhyped. Like I had this overhyped. Like I thought it was going to be on the level of John Wick. It's not even close. It's not even close to the level of John Wick.
Come on.
It's
See,
like John
because-
Wick's up here, and it's like way down.
See,
here.
when I watched it, I knew zero about it. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know who was in it. Like the
Yeah.
only thing I knew was what's his name was in it.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. I don't
Yeah.
Oh, God,
That's
that
all I
shit's
knew
I
about
can't
it.
remember his name right
So-
now.
He's got a crazy
Bob
name.
Odenkirk.
Odenkirk. yeah.
Odenkirk, yeah, because
Odenkirk.
he's got See, I thought nobody was gonna. Okay,
And
I know what you're talking
honestly,
about.
I
he's
remember that movie now.
he was a weird pick for me to begin with
Mm-hmm.
for that type of movie. And even after watching it twice, I watched it twice in a row. Still a weird pick for me.
Yeah.
Didn't fit the part.
I mean,
They
he
could have got
he
somebody
killed
else.
it as the president in Long Shot.
Yeah, but
Yes, he did.
for that film, they could have
Finally
got
watched
somebody
it,
else.
did you?
What, Long
Long
Shot?
shot.
I did. Dude, like I started watching it at his house. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. Oh, it's so stupid. And then like I sat there and watched like half of it. I'm like, yo, I gotta go, but I'm watching this as soon as I get home.
Dude,
Yeah,
and I
it's
did.
great.
That movie's amazing.
It's hilarious.
But yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah. Anyway.
I heard,
oh yeah.
I heard that
Conjuring.
nobody wasn't.
Watch
nope,
The Conjuring.
I was scared.
Conjuring's
as
that
fuck,
good?
man.
Conjuring
I
was
liked
good.
it.
thought
I
it was good.
liked
I'll
Yeah,
take your
yeah.
word for it.
Exactly.
Well, the
I'll take your word for it, dude.
it's not as good as the other ones,
I
but it was
liked
still good.
Yeah. It wasn't as good as the first two, but it still had some fun moments.
Yeah.
Well,
dude, it's
a lot
too
of people,
scary.
a lot of people are mad that they it's like more of a detective style thing because they're trying to figure some stuff out, and I'm like, dude, do you just want every Conjuring to be the same movie?
It's like,
you know what
yes.
I mean? Like,
Yes,
that's
I
what-
Do you want the Purge? Is that what you wanted?
Do we really? It's like Star Wars.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nobody's ever happy with The Conjuring. Dang
Speaking
it.
of the Purge,
I haven't seen any of them,
Purge
by the
Forever.
way. I just thought there was like a
the
million
Forever
of them.
Purge.
Was it good? You watch it?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, he's like, oh,
Yo,
I'm
the
good.
first
for
one
it.
wasn't.
I'm stoked
Was
for
Ethan
it.
Hawke in the first one?
Yeah,
right?
he was.
That one was actually
He was in the
f***ing dope.
Was it
Anything
good?
with Ethan Hawke's.
I like
Yeah,
most of the
that's really
true.
Purge movies.
I've never seen him.
Purge movies.
What about the perch?
Like a fish.
Like a bird.
Oh,
Like
no.
perching.
That would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
I'm
watch.
also stoked for the Suicide Squad.
Stoked
yeah,
for that.
yeah. Black Widow, which
Black
we
Widow.
could possibly
Shang-Chi?
see tonight. Oh, I'm down with
Oh,
Shang-Chi
yeah,
Talk about
that looks
too.
Shang-Chi
sick.
at all?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi
I don't
looks
understand.
awesome.
Gotta shout out that, dude.
You know,
You know,
we're saying a movie title.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I caught on like right before.
I'm down with Eternals too. Everybody's been shitting on
I
that.
I
know,
think that
Eternals
looks cool
look
as fuck.
sick, dude.
I know, but the general public is like, we don't know what this
That cast is stacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cast
And then,
is
you know,
stacked.
everyone's like, why are they just now coming out of the shadows? We just had this whole event with Thanos, and it's like,
They're
shut
gonna
up,
explain it.
Shut up. Like, let the story
Is Jared
unfold.
Leto in it though?
No.
Then it's not any good, dude.
That's not what you said on that one time when
Oh,
we
I know.
talked about Jared
I know.
Leto.
That's why it's so funny. He better be in the new Suicide Squad, or else it's not going to be any good.
Why would he be in? Oh, because of
Fuzz,
Joker.
you're just here to dance on our feelings, honestly.
If Will Smith isn't in that new Suicide
He's
Squad,
not.
I'm out. Is
not.
Margot Robbie in there?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Margot
Margot
Robbie's
Robbie
still
is.
in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean that's.
But they got
okay,
Idris
I guess.
Elba instead of Will Smith.
like Idris Elba.
Well, I mean,
I want Big
They
Willie
did.
style,
That's,
homie.
that's what
Right.
happened.
yeah.
They have John
Big
Cena.
Willie style.
It's James
Ugh.
Gunn. James Gunn's gonna kill that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he
Guardians
is.
of the Galaxy?
He made you love Guardians.
I mean, I've already loved.
You did?
Guardians
Yeah, you were like,
before
But you
that.
love
you're the
those
one that told
movies,
me
though.
about it.
The movies are dope. Though.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
He's
are.
gonna make it so good.
Comics are better, but the movies are dope.
All right, guys. We've been going for a while. But anyways, if we missed anything that's coming out and y'all are excited to see it, let us know. worshipityourreader@gmail.com. Also, my friend Toby is restarting his podcast Secret Transmission, and
He's
I'm gonna
doing it.
be
He's
on
doing
it
it.
soon. So
Look out
there
for
you
new
go.
episodes soon.
Look out for new episodes.
Coming.
So.
Toby's like, shut up.
Epimisode.
Epimisode.
All right. Well,
Sound
hopefully
like
we
Bernie
have
Mac.
time to make it to Black
Episode.
Widow after this. So
Hopefully.
What time
Hopefully.
is it? Oh yeah, y'all better clean.
see you later,
up.
nerds.
Oh,
Bye,
yeah,
dudes.
there's no way.
Love you.
I'm going to go watch it at home. No.
Really though?
All right.
Really?
Ready?
It's
Suck it,
fucking
Marvel.
Stupid. No, I just don't. Why make it if she's dead in the actual films? I think
Because
that's
they
dumb
wanted
as
to
fuck.
give her last hurrah.
Oh god.
Because she never got her
But
own.
Dude,
you have to
come
think
on.
about it like this. You have to think about it like this. How many comic book characters are dead, but then they have a series all of a sudden,
Oh,
even after they're dead,
semantics.
and they're just like, "Here's a new story with this person." I thought they were dead. Well, you'll find out.
It's
You'll find
another
out how it
universe.
fits into the universe,
Dude,
you know?
now you're just contradicting yourself. You need to figure it out.
I brought out my magician voice and everything, dude.
That's your magician voice?
Hey, you'll find out. Hey.
That just sounds like
Come up to the stage.
that just sounds like you go to schools together.
Oh, we go to
Not to be confused
we
with
go
his
to middle
pedophile
schools
voice.
together.
we go to schools together.
Hey, little kid, get
me
into
and
my
Chris,
van.
we
I
go-
have some.
Yeah, we
candy.
used to go to middle schools together.
We used to go to middle schools together. Crazy that he's played two pedophiles in two shows. And
I
it
know.
turns out
Right.
he was a fucking piece of
Let's not talk
Anyways,
about that.
yeah, let's not talk about that.
shit. All right, go on.
Black
Fuck,
and white
jeez.
face paint.
God, those jerseys are
Anyways.
It's
dope.
out to go out tonight. Sorry.
Get them. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.